discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, oh boy, guys, oh
Girl.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is the big daddy of them all that we have really. I have been hyping this up since probably the inception of the show.
I'm not
So,
kidding. So is everyone else I've ever spoken to in my whole life.
no,
And
literally.
thank God.
So we are finally at the King of the Ring, 1998, guys. Hold for some kind of applause. I'll add it. Wait. Okay.
Thank you. And I mean, I just want to say I'm so happy because I knew nothing. I didn't
Yes.
know a single thing about this. Somehow, this was not spoiled for me at all. The only thing I knew
Mm,
that was happening was that Mankind definitely sustained some sort of bodily injury, but that is also what we expect from him.
right.
I mean, it was literally like a three-car pileup when they threw him in the dumpster off the side of the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was like, we're expecting this. Other than that, I knew nothing. Shock, awe, gooped, gagged the whole time. It was so crazy. What
Yeah.
just occurred? I'm still in
No,
shock.
no, because top down, this was probably far and away my favorite pay-per-view that we've seen. Like,
Yeah.
there was no, like, with the exception of maybe one, two,
Yeah.
there were no matches where I was like, what? Why? Like, what? How did more so? How did we get here? Not necessarily
Yes.
why. Um,
But then even still,
they
it
showed
was
out. Like there was
yes.
moments in each of
Yes.
them that I really enjoyed. So, great guys. So stay tuned. Grab something. We're probably
Yeah.
gonna be here for a little bit. It was a long show, and
Yeah.
we have a lot of ground to cover.
Lot
So,
to discuss.
um, if yeah, no, actually. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's
All
get into it.
all right, guys. So the show opens up with an intro video, like recap package. It gives us, it is like so, it's just like really big word scenes. And
And
it's
like
like,
the words don't make sense.
no,
Like it's
okay,
just yeah,
okay.
Xavier wrote some down.
Okay, I wrote
Give
down
it to
as
us.
many as like I could as it was happening because they were coming at us fast and furious. And
Hmm.
okay, so it's like premonition, Book of 316,
Oh, I
First
forgot.
Blood, Revelations, Set on Fire, a Black Angel in
Oh my
reference to the
God. I
Undertaker,
forgot. I
the
forgot the
sins,
Black
the
Angel.
sins of mankind, hell on earth, have mercy on their souls. Guys, come on,
It's
cinema,
it's kind
cinema.
of giving that thing where it's like, do I dislike organized religion? Yes. But the
Mm.
aesthetic of Catholicism is so such a serve.
It's
And
like
it's like
really
that
unmatched.
the velvet, the incense, the verbiage, like all of it. And that's kind of what it was giving. It was like it was so over the top ridiculous, and yet somehow the aesthetic of it saved it. Like I don't
Yes.
know. It was so
No.
fierce. It
No
was
one.
so good.
Yeah, it was it. Oh,
A
guys,
black angel.
no. Listen, you could have done honestly. If there is a drag queen that is willing to do a like a lip sync over this, I think I would like
Whoa.
first of all have to fork over my entire wallet and also be kicked out because I would just be so turned on. I'd have to leave. Like
That would
I would
be
have to go. I'd be like,
disturbing. I would be disturbing the peace.
no,
100% I'm
1000%.
catching a charge disturbing the peace.
Fantastic. Because no, but it was that good, guys. I'm so fantastic.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
So we open it up, and then when we get to the arena, we're in Pittsburgh. Kelsey, what was the line?
JR opened this pay-per-view with the phrase, "The igloo is red hot and we are sold out."
1000%. Mind you, he's saying this while there are two like the biggest gas cans you've ever
Ever
thought
seen.
of, are just sitting atop the commentary desk. And we're like, okay, right.
They're
Big old
legit like,
reminder that Kane decided that he was gonna have his big old emo day today and say, if I don't win the title, I'm going to light myself on fire.
Youngest sibling behavior.
Absolutely.
I am a youngest sibling, I can
Please.
say this.
No.
Youngest sibling behavior is like I will light myself on fire, everyone hates me.
Ooh.
If I'm a
Ooh.
loser, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like trigger warning, trigger, I'm sorry, like bleep that out, sorry. I just like I can't think of a polite way to say it.
I'm just gonna go. I'm so sorry.
I'm just gonna go wrap
um,
it up.
all right, so we get into our first contest, which is a surprising one, but a delightful one as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
It is
Fabulous.
the Headbangers and the light heavyweight champion Taka Michinoku taking on Kai and Tai, Togo, Funaki, and Teo. Great stuff. This is
Love.
first of all, Taka comes out wearing comes out in his like normal like robe, and underneath he's in Headbanger's garb. He's got the skirt, he's got the band tee. It's great. I
You just
absolutely
know Target is good wherever he goes. Like he always is just like, yeah, cool. Like, and
these are
I
the
believe it.
right, like he just like assumes the vibes of the room, and he's just like, oh, okay, got
He's like,
it.
cool. He's like, it's so fun in here. I love it.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This match was a lot of fun to
So
watch.
fun. Hmm.
The Headbangers take the lead in the beginning because they're, the obviously bigger, stronger of the two. But Kai and Tai are so freaking fast.
Dude.
It's so hard to like keep up. If I go to write something down, I've already missed like something else cool
Six
that has
moves.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's really frustrating, but I also like live for the challenge.
Live. It's the you are like an old school court scribe. Like you're like
I truly
trying to catch every single word, and I respect that about you
truly
so
truly one
much.
day I will reach like a true flow state and
You'll start.
just
I
start
just see you
scribbling.
levitate out of frame, like just like the pen. You're like
Guys,
Wanda Maximoff, just
stay
like
tuned for my journey. This
ascent into hero dom.
this is day one of me looking for the gateway. So
Guys, what's I'm like mark the date in your calendars. Xavier seeks the gateway.
so good. I gotta get like an elliptical. Um, so, um, the double team moves from Kai and Tai are just so smooth and
I
so flawless.
uh,
I just had a note that's just like A1.
mhm.
Um, but at the end of the day, our boy Taka hits the driver, picks up the victory. Great match.
So good.
So fun. You obviously get like the Kai and Tai antics. You have Yamaguchi-san on the outside, so he of course he's tripping people and whatnot. But it
Hmm.
great fun match. Very fun
It's
match.
so they're so good.
And then that takes us into an immediate pop for Sable because she comes out in a bodysuit that is zebra trimmed.
She
Great.
switched it up. A little switch up for King of the Ring, and it was an off the shoulder with the
hmm
little fur detail. Very, I loved it.
Right.
So
Um,
great.
see,
Oh,
no. The
oh,
outfit,
okay.
Sable looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love her being Vince McMahon's like personal
Oh,
ring announcer
no,
now.
this is horrible. Like, no, she looks incredible because that's her journey. What
Right.
she's doing is
Horrible.
horrible. And it was
Like,
making me like cringe
no,
towards the end.
because
And
later,
we'll get
yeah,
there. But like,
we'll absolutely get there. So yeah, so she comes out and she introduces Vince McMahon. He comes out to a raucous booze, obviously, and Austin chants, which is always phenomenal to hear.
mhm.
JR calls Vince the pimple on Austin's fanny. No follow up. I had to hear it, so you had to hear
Now you have to hear it. Well, this also
it.
brings me to the one I wrote down, which I will say this is like I'll just read it and we'll all make our own conclusions about it. But JR said about Sable, I have a couple of friends back in Oklahoma that would marry her dog just to be a part of her family. I love
100.
that.
No, literally.
Sorry.
And then Kelsey follows that up to me and was just like, I know some really bad people. It was so good.
I know some absolute scoundrels back home that would marry
100%.
the dog
What
to
makes
just
sense
lick
because they are
themselves.
also dogs. So
And they are on my farm in Oklahoma.
Oh my God. Apparently Pat Patterson gets a little fresh with Sable as she tries to exit the ring.
I
Um,
hate this.
not appar okay, this is like so many folds. First of all, very gay. Second of all, not the first time he's apparently been inappropriately touching employees of the WWF. But she gives him the
Whoa.
wallop of the century.
When the slap slaps and that slappy slap just
Ooh.
slaps, whoa.
She reared back and knocked the taste out of that man's mouth.
Wow.
They hit the replay and it was phenomenal. It was so good. It had just like such a good sound,
She got such good meat on it.
yet resonance.
She meant it. I even putting all the personal info we know about Pat Patterson aside, I just hate this angle, of course, because I literally it's just but it's because it's too real. Like the
Mm,
upper echelon of the corporation like taking liberties with like the hot, quote unquote secretary or
right.
whoever.
And it really goes to like that Vince
Oh,
McMahon documentary where they were like the parallels are kind of like crazy. So,
beyond
right.
completely. It's like again, we're using the test to take the test.
hmm
I don't
hmm
know. But yeah, oof.
Yeah, so she knocks the taste out of his mouth, and then she goes to the back because he's been introduced. So I mean, okay, I'm happy for her on a
Of
pay
course.
grade scale because it's definitely a like a pay bump to hang
Oh,
around with Vince McMahon than Mark Miro,
absolutely.
but I'm hoping the outfits make it worth it. Okay.
Please. I was gonna say I hate that it has to be this option
Right.
for her.
But
Do I love a bitch who looks good and makes money? Of
sure.
course.
Duh.
Of
Duh.
course.
Duh.
But do I
Um,
hate the way she had to do it?
sure.
Yes.
Sure. Sure.
Let's move on.
So, um, uh, Vince starts addressing the crowd in Pittsburgh pretty personally.
Wh-
He was
Literally, there
really
was
like
no reason for this. It
he
made no
I was
sense.
like, wow, he really hates Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
He asks the crowd, like, who's here to see Austin lose? And he's like, they're like, boo. They're like, who wants to see Kane burn, essentially? And they like lose their minds. They absolutely eat, just eat it up. They're like, yeah, we're here for, they are, what is it? Why can't I think? The Coliseum.
Yes.
Um,
Absolute the Roman Colosseum, 100%.
No, they are here, they are seated, they're waiting to see this man get ate up by the
Blood.
flames.
Bring out the lions.
Um, Vince says to the crowd that their lives have been a symphony of disappointments.
Whoa. And I will say, I do kind of like that.
It was great.
A symphony of disappointments.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Whoa. At least my disappointments are organized somewhat.
100%. There's like a pecking order.
Hmm.
There are like musicians like killing each other to get first chair. Um,
Amen for all those lost in the war.
First disappointment speaking.
I'm
Um,
like,
and then
speak for
he's like,
yourself.
I'm being so mean because I'm just trying to prepare you for the disappointment of when Austin loses. And then obviously they boo, he leaves. And then that takes us into the semifinal matches for the King of the Ring tournament. I like there's so much like the main events are so much that I like it feels like for the first time the King of the Ring tournament is the afterthought, which is crazy.
Absolutely. When I was talking about this, I kept accidentally saying, like not SummerSlam or something else. I kept saying like a different pay-per-view because I
What,
was like,
Hell
it
in a
can't be.
Cell?
Yeah, or maybe Hell in a Cell. I was going like, oh, it's the Hell in a Cell at this match. Like I
hmm
kept forgetting it was King of the
hmm
Ring because it takes such a back seat. I mean,
It
one
does.
match the stipulation was like we see blood and someone dies. And then
hmm
the other one was like we're gonna beat each other Hell in a Cell. It's like I don't know
Right. But I will
who knows
say
what.
it ended up being a delight.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
and let's
Yeah.
get into it because the first semifinal match is Double J with Tennessee Lee, taking on Ken Shamrock. Double J comes out and he said shiny new pay-per-view, shiny new suit. He said metallic.
Metallic.
Sure.
Sure.
Ken clotheslines the shit out of Double J at one
Whoa.
point. He really knocks the stuffing out of his mouth. I was like, okay,
Yep.
we're really going for it. JJ hits back with a I'm gonna call him JJ just so that I can
I
like
was like,
I'm trying to make him more likable right now for me. um
I'm changing his name so that I can feel better about who he is. I have to call you something different. You're pissing me off.
no, literally. Um, so because if I call him something else, then I can think of him as a different person.
We have to do something different. You're just really irritating me and I have to do a show. We gotta shuffle some things
No,
around.
I'd be stuck on it all evening. So, oh my God, I'm crying tears. But our boy JJ hits a swinging neck breaker and a pretty beautiful drop kick, I will say.
Oh my God. Actually, yeah, the drop
It
kick was
was pretty nice.
magnifique.
Yeah. Um, oh my God, I'm still
Oh,
stuck. I'm still stuck
I'm
on the
still
name change. So sorry, guys. Um. Oh, of course, Tennessee Lee gets involved. He at one point trips Ken Shamrock. And then I look to the audience, like they pan over the
Oh, I
audience,
forgot about this.
and I'm like so distracted by this cardboard cutout in the audience, and it's of Elvira, and it took me a minute to like place it, because Elvira's like my childhood, like adjacent, like it's like my parents' childhood. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
And also like when you're those very distinct fantasy worlds like overlap, it's like,
Hmm.
am I having a hallucination or that's Elvira?
I think
Like
I think that's the show for people.
I pray.
Listen,
I could
honestly,
only pray to be an Elvira cutout in the world at the King
listen,
of the Ring
I'm telling
1998
you,
tournament in this life.
guys, I am actively trying to jam as many pop culture references into every episode we do of this is my Gilmore Girls. I'm just trying to like jam pack it with all of the knowledge that I have learned since last
Through
week.
since last week, which you do acquire it at such a rapid rate. You're just like,
Think of like
mhm,
I love to learn.
you
Um,
do.
so Elvira was in the crowd.
And it
Little
was
did
so
you
funny.
guys know, fun fact about the King of the Ring
Yeah,
1998.
Elvira, star-studded audience. But I was just watching and suddenly I just hear Xavier go, is that an Elvira cutout? And I was like, what? Then I was like, oh my God. Like so beautiful. A beautiful moment in time.
And oh, so good. Ken Shamrock hits the ankle lock. Jeff Jarrett taps out with a speed I have yet recognized.
He said, I'm
Um,
so over this shit. I want my night is done.
no, 100%. Ken Shamrock then gets the joy of tossing Tennessee Lee, who jumps into the ring to, I guess, get some comeuppance, only to absolutely have that thought slammed out of his head when Ken Shamrock just belly to bellies him on the mat.
So beautiful.
Thank you. Sometimes God is good.
I sometimes he does give with two hands and they are slamming you onto the mat.
No, 100%. God in this scenario is Ken Shamrock.
Well,
Michael Cole comes for the post-match interview. And it was pretty good. It was short and sweet. He's basically just like, we're talking about like mountains to climb. I only have one more like peak, and I don't plan on fumbling the ball. Essentially, we're like, okay, cool.
I
Uh,
was literally thinking while we were watching this match, and then when he did that promo, I was like, wow, he's actually like come a long way.
mhm.
Like he's really, really come a long way.
Yes, and we'll get back to that in a little bit.
Yes.
Um, then the next semifinal match is The Rock versus Dan Severn. Um, this match was
It
short and
was
sweet.
fine.
It was what it needed to be.
Yeah.
These people in my mind do not have chemistry. Like
No.
they're just they. It's just so
They're
different.
so different.
Yeah,
Yes.
they just could not be more like.
And not in an opposites attract kind of way. Just like
No, it's like in a earthbender, like airbender kind of way. Like it's
dynamic
hard. Like
for
it's just
sure.
hard.
We're
Like
overcoming a lot.
yeah.
It's just clunky.
Yeah. So The Rock comes out oily as ever. Love to see
Love,
it.
love to see it.
If we forgot, in a previous episode, it was announced that all, excess people are supposed to be banned from ringside, during these matches. Not that anybody at all abides by any of that.
No.
Um, Dan is trying to wrestle as he does,
Mm-hmm.
and The Rock's trying to show off. It's
Yes.
just what he does. When he does take over, he's out here mocking him, like trying to like do his little like warm up situation,
Mm-hmm.
like over his body, crazy. Because that's a man that'll just like he ripped D'Lo's titty off, guys.
So remember when that happened?
Right. Like
Whoa.
that man is a little scary.
He
So
is a little
that's not
scary.
somebody I would like. I feel like accidentally pissing off that man would be just so scary. Like
Ooh,
you
yeah, like
thinking
you said the
everything's
wrong word.
fine and all of a sudden he's like on you. Ooh, crazy.
Why are you giving me like full body fear? Like
Like
right now.
no defense.
You were like, picture this.
Sicily, 1929.
1929.
Mm, crazy. But of course, the members of the nation do come out. The Godfather. I guess we're just calling him the Godfather now, and I love it.
Sure.
Can't wait. Mark Henry come out, and then they essentially distract the referee while our boy D'Lo comes out with the chest protector. Guys, if you remember D'Lo and the chest protector, here is its origin story. He got
Oh,
his
this is the
titty
thing?
he got his titty ripped off by Dan Severn, and then the chest protector comes out. It essentially, like, you'll see it, he incorporates it into like his gear at one point. It becomes like a part of like a storyline. It's coming.
Mm,
Um,
interesting.
so he hits the splash on Dan Severn. The Rock picks up the victory, and he moves on into the finals. So we are going to have a WrestleMania rematch, of The Rock and Ken Shamrock. Only now it's the King of the Ring final, and we're both characters have progressed immensely. Ken, as far as like just all around, but The Rock as far as like just molding himself into The Rock.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my, yeah,
so
they've changed completely, pretty
so
much.
it's like it is the same match, but it is not. And I love that. And
Yeah.
then Michael Cole comes in for the post-match interview with The Rock, and essentially he like flips Ken Shamrock's promo like around, and is basically just like, you want to talk about like mountains to climb. Well, I'm not hearing like any of that, so like I'm gonna make sure that you hit rock bottom.
He ate
And
it up.
so like he sneaks in his own move, and it happened to just be perfectly like opposed to Ken Shamrock's promo. It was just really well written. Um,
He's somebody's chart I gotta look at. I gotta look at
Def.
some things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta poke around in there.
Hmm. She's like,
I'm like,
I must know. And then that takes us into our next match, which is also a fun one.
a
It's
banger.
it's Al Snow and Head taking on Too Much, Brian Christopher and Scott Taylor. We both described the like pre-match video package, as it's just like played over this like zany music. I didn't mind it. I felt like it
I know.
because Al Snow's so like a ridiculous character. It
Hmm.
felt like it didn't offend me. I'll say that.
I know. It's like it was like zany Mario Kart music.
Yes.
But also sometimes I like because Head is already so over, I almost sometimes want them to like not like take him seriously, but he takes himself seriously. So
Hmm.
I almost want his like image to be like projecting that he takes himself seriously, even though we all find it hilarious because it
Hmm.
is.
Yeah,
But yeah.
but if he was the one making the video package, I feel like you know
Yes.
what I mean?
A
Like
hundred
everybody
percent.
else is like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah,
Like,
they're like do 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 do
no,
do do.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yes. A
Um,
hundred percent.
So, and then we get an Al Snow interview backstage. And of course, he's, talking to the head, and he's like getting the head psyched up for battle. And then, and then he turns it to too much, and he's like, "You boys, better get ready. You're gonna get head like you've never had before." And I was just like, "That's fantastic. That's so
Love.
good."
Beautiful.
And then we find out that this match has a special guest referee, and who is it? None other than Brian Christopher's dear old daddy, Jerry the King Lawler.
Wow. Sure.
It's crazy. I know. I just wish we could move on from this.
I'm
For
ready to be done with this. Yeah. I mean, it's funny when it happened, I was like, I don't really
no,
need this, but then also it makes sense.
yes, it does. But I'm excited for Brian Christopher to do something else.
Oh my
Just
God,
something that
anything,
doesn't involve your
please.
dad. Like I'm ready for that.
Oh yeah, that egg is cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked.
But hey, we're gonna use it one more time. So,
Right.
so we um start the match with Al getting the better of Taylor. We're like, okay, cool. Al's like off to the races. JR on commentary goes, look at the family resemblance between Brian Christopher and Jerry the King Lawler, and it's great because JR is just like he is all gas, no brakes.
Yep.
He
He
said
said, I'm alone on commentary. And he like pulls out
no,
the note cards and is
no,
like,
100. He pulled his best like Joey Styles. Like
oh, he
he was
did.
just talking for himself, and it was beautiful.
So beautiful. Just talking to hear yourself talking, you just share your opinions because no one can contradict you.
No, 100%.
Beautiful.
My next note is Jerry, your nepotism is showing. And I love that. Because he hits a slow count of when Al Snow gets one of the opponents down.
Hmm.
Um, they take the contest to the outside. He slams Brian Christopher on the ramp. And then Al Snow does this like hilarious running clothesline. Like he runs all the way up the ramp, and you think he's like leaving, and then he
Hmm.
turns around and then like just like silly runs
All
back
the
down the
way.
ramp. Great stuff.
Love that guy.
Of course, Jerry hits a fast count for Taylor. Al hits the double DDT on both members of Too Much. And then Al Snow eventually, after being in this match for so long, has to take the tag. Has to. So he tags in Head, and it's essentially Head's involvement in the match is Al Snow using Head as a weapon, and so he just beats the everlasting snot out of both members. He goes for a pin. There's no count. Jerry's just like he technically Al is not the legal competitor, so he cannot make the pin.
Right.
Not that Jerry was really looking at him anyway,
Yeah, not that the technicality was happening for
necessarily. Yeah.
Jerry.
Um, and then Jerry slips a bottle to Brian Christopher. Brian Christopher attaches it to Head and then pins Head. And then we learn that what he attached to Head was a bottle of Head and Shoulders because
I
you need shoulders to get pinned. And so they provided Head with shoulders.
I was
Gooped.
gagged. We both went like
That's so funny.
head and shoulders
That's so funny.
brilliant. Who
Who
did
did
it?
that? Who
Who came up with that? That is so
so
funny to
I
put the cat,
yeah,
I don't
dude.
know.
Screaming.
Brilliant.
Screaming.
Brilliant.
Um so good. I just like uh, dumbfounded. I just like
I would have
I
never in a million years thought of that.
I could I just yeah. No, amazing
Nope.
stuff.
I need to
Absolutely.
know who thought of that.
So too much picks up the victory, and Al does not get a contract with the WWF at this current time. So our next contest is a grudge match between X-Pac and Owen Hart. They have been this is essentially uh just a fallout of the King of the Ring tournament, their involvement in each other's matches, and then a steel chair shot that busted open Owen Hart in the back of the head that made him have to get like 7 or 9 staples
Hmm.
in his head, which was absolutely insane. Um this match was great. China looks amazing.
Oh my
I don't have
God.
any other note on that. She just does. Um
Gorgeous.
X-Pac starts his match out hot and heavy. He says the baseball slide to the outside to start. I called this match in my mind the battle of the spinning heel kicks because at one point they were
Mm.
just like just
Hmm.
the feet were flying.
Mm.
Oh my God, at one point Owen tosses X-Pac into the timekeeper's table, but like just full force,
Like a
no.
frisbee.
And honestly, I was like, that must have been the. Well, I was like, was that the receipt for the busting your head open with the chair when he was definitely not supposed to?
Ooh.
Because
Amen.
he tossed him like
Toast.
he did not give a flying fuck about him. And
No, he was the flying fuck.
no, and yeah, and then he flew that fuck right onto the announce table with a front suplex. It was crazy.
Yep.
And then
So insane.
yeah, I have literally some in the middle of my notes, like smack dab in the middle. Just great match.
Great match.
Great match.
Such
Um,
a great match.
at one point, they both fall off the top rope, and that allows for Mark Henry to run down the apron and splash X-Pac on the outside. He looked crazy. That was nuts. And then, of course, Chyna's like, "Hey, that's my boy. What's up?" And then she gets right in Mark Henry's mush. They're like literally. I love this. It's so
Barking.
every time. No, yeah, and neither of them are giving an inch.
Not an inch.
And because of that, that allows Vader, because Vader's not somebody that's how I dare say sneaky. He he comes down and just blindsides Mark Henry, just knocks him the fuck down. And to
Damn.
get comeuppance for the nation's chicanery on Vader, Owen at one Owen in the ring has a sharpshooter on X-Pac. China hits Owen with a DDT, which was beautiful, by the way.
Beautiful.
And that allows for X-Pac to pick up the victory. Great match.
Really, really good.
The shenanigans was just enough.
Just enough
The wrestling was
wrestling.
great. And they're just both like really athletic, and I think their styles just generally complement each other.
I was gonna say that.
They're around each other's size. They can really like, they don't have to like struggle trying to move like each other around.
Yeah,
Uh,
completely.
and speaking of, no, I'm just kidding. Paul Bearer comes down.
Well, literally somebody yelled like you're a fat piece of shit, like
No,
when it was dead silent in the
it
arena.
was horrible. I was like,
And you guys know how I feel about Paul Bearer. I don't even think I would do that. And I've read him for
Mhm.
filth many a time, but
Mhm.
dead cricket silence and you are a fat piece of shit.
That's
Just
insane. And he uses it like to his
like he
credit.
flips it, like God
Right.
bless, but
But basically he's like, after taking like consecutive weekly beatings from the Undertaker, and because like, hello, like it was time. You need
girl, yeah, shut up.
this
Talking all
was
that shit.
more than overdue. Listen, the scales of justice
Have, yeah.
So and sorry, you're down. You're down bad. You're getting the hands left, right, and center.
And it
Um,
happens.
but to his credit, he comes out and he's like, "You didn't think I'd be here."
Surprise,
Uh,
bitch.
yeah,
Bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
no, literally, he
And I did.
wishes.
Yep.
Basically, he's like, I have to be here to see, and basically, it's so funny, not necessarily to see Kane become the champion, but he was more like to become the manager daddy of the champion. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I'm here to like support my kid. It's more like I'm here so that I can benefit
It's
also.
Chris Jenner.
Girl.
It's Chris Jenner
Wow.
because he had his little web on Undertaker, then he got his little web on Mankind, now he's got his little web on Kane.
Ooh.
He had his little web on Vader. This is his Chris Jenner villain origin story.
I kind of love that.
He's the momager.
Momager.
Momager. Momager
Well,
Paul Bear.
um, so then he basically turns that like schmucks phrase around and he's just like, you can laugh at the fat man all you want, and I'm gonna laugh all the way to the bank. And you're like, all right,
He
period.
said, I'm gonna make money off my son potentially setting himself on fire or not. Well, we're gonna see. Either way, the check will clear,
Right. You don't
and
gotta
I'll see
worry
you next
about
week.
that. You ain't gotta worry about that
You ain't
not
gotta worry
one
about
bit.
me.
So our next kind of also kind of random, but also turned out to be pretty fun, is the New Age Outlaws, the WWF Tag Team Champions, taking on the Midnight Express, the NWA Tag Team Champs. I thought this was weird because this match is for the WWF Championships, but if I am remembering correctly, the number one contenders to the WWF Championship are Kane and Mankind. So
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
that's why I was like, why are these guys getting a shot right now? I was confused by that, but
That
it's
made no
fine.
sense.
Right. But um Jerry opens up this match basically like waxing poetic about like DX and like why everybody should love them. He's like, the kids
Oh,
love DX, and like if I don't even know, like
he
it
was
was
like, you
so
cross-generational, whatever, don't understand like what the kids need or like are into these days. And
mhm.
this is what the kids are talking about. And like blah blah blah. And we were like, are you are you okay? Like, calm
Right.
down.
It was weird.
Doing the most.
Very, very weird.
The most.
This match did allow for a fun like brother versus brother moment
I literally
because
wrote, I forgot. Not like forgot, but I was like, we just haven't seen them in the ring at all together.
right in a hot minute. So it's fun. It's interesting to see just the completely different like characterization of Billy Gunn, and Jet and Bart Gunn, who's just now doing this. I don't
I
know.
remember we talked about this because I was like, I hate to be that guy, but like that must be weird. Like Billy Gunn is doing like the coolest gig of his life, and Bart is this is definitely not the coolest gig of his life.
Right.
Weird.
Mm, weird.
So
So
weird.
so yeah, that it was fun though because they had a
Yeah.
little like standoff.
This is
Um
actually great.
yeah, and they're both freak athletes.
Hmm.
So they were just like they're both like 6'4" and above and like maybe 250 pounds. So they're just like tossing each other around, and it was A1.
And
Bart,
you know I love Roberta Holly. You
yes.
know I love Miss Roberta
Oh,
Holly.
and you'll love her even more. I promise. And then so Billy hits the suck it over his brother after like knocking him down, and I was like, all right,
A little
weird,
weird.
but oh, but all right. I have a note that just says Road Dogg is so smooth. I
God.
he's that God forbid a white give like a white guy have a little motion. Like he's that. Like I don't know what
No,
it is
he
about
really
him.
is. When he was doing, he did like the shimmy thing, but had to do it like really quickly because of his momentum. So he like
Hmm.
came off and he was like,
Listen, you make it work.
he said, I will match the tempo. I got it.
I literally my next note is this match is honestly longer than I expected. Like I thought this
Yeah,
was gonna be like, but they really like showed
it was
out.
unexpectedly turned. I was like, oh Jesus, like whatever. And then
Hmm.
suddenly I was like, Oh.
hmm
Oh.
This match felt very 80s hair versus 90s grunge, but like
Yeah.
um it
Complimentary.
yeah. But apparently the Outlaws like didn't know about the match, which is like sure. Which is an
Hmm.
interesting little tidbit. Oh, and then this gem on commentary. As we know, Jim Cornette is the manager of the Midnight Express, and JR on commentary goes, Jim Cornette's dream is to die in his own arms. He loves himself.
And I said, that's my friend Jim.
That
Girl,
was
I get it.
that was
His dream is to
so
die in
good.
his own arms is like the possible best way to describe Jim Cornette. I can't even
It was just delightful.
so
Um,
beautifully done.
so Jim Cornette, of course, involves himself in the match. He hits Billy with the NWA title. Midnight Express can't get the pin off of that advantage. Then he tries to get in there again, and China from behind him in the corner just pops up, low blows the shit out of him, solving the Jim Cornette problem.
First, she takes off her sunglasses. She literally walked up there, took the glasses off, folded them up delicately, put them in her pocket. Low blow.
So good.
That is my friend.
I love it. It
They need to
was
be able to see on target.
so good.
Beautiful. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, and then that leads to a DX double team and then a DX victory. Great. Great stuff.
Which, yeah,
Surprisingly fun match. Very good.
beautiful.
And then we go right into another DX little segment. It's just Triple H's entrance. He comes
Hmm.
in and joins commentary. Why, we ask? Because he was last year's King of the Ring. It's a thing.
Right.
So he gets to come out and talk about the joys of being the King of the Ring, which he absolutely did not do. But
I was
this
like,
match is The Rock and Ken Shamrock in the final to find out who is our King of the Ring. Ken comes out looking crazy, absolutely
Farrell.
focused.
Hmm.
As I said earlier, this is a WrestleMania rematch. Completely different match, two completely different competitors, and I'm stoked.
So
As
right.
China, oh, as sorry, I called you China. Kelsey, Kelsey,
Okay. No big deal. No big deal.
no. If you follow our Instagram, you will find a little video of Kelsey's like post King of the Ring like reaction,
Yeah.
and it is about learning that China can speak Spanish. She is while Triple H is on the like English commentary team's desk, China is over at the Spanish commentary team's desk, and she's like conversing, and like at first like it's DX, so you don't know if they're like being assholes. So like
Yeah.
she was like over there, and then like she was just like actually answering questions and whatnot. And I was like, this is fantastic.
I was shook. Because
Right.
again, same thing. I thought she was going over there and just going like bullshitting them
I've heard her speak more in Spanish than in
in
English.
English.
Literally, like that was the
Beautiful.
most I've heard her speak.
Ever.
It was great.
So amazing. I was like, hey, what? I just I can't love her more. I just can't.
I'm just like, what a fine, what like how
What a
perfect
gem.
for wrestling she is. I like
Oh,
such an attraction. Anyway,
God.
so fantastic. Oh, and then Triple H drops this little ditty on commentary also because he is asked about China being bilingual and he's like, "Oh, like are you bilingual?" And Triple H goes, Um, there's a lot of bi things about me, but lingual isn't one of them. And then he goes, wait, did I mean to say that? And then JR's like, I don't think you did, but it's out there.
But you said it.
Right. And I
And I
was
was
just
like,
like,
and I believe you. Like I, of course. Like I don't know. Yeah. So in literally I said to Xavier, I was like, in the span of 60 seconds, we found out that China was bilingual and Triple H was bisexual.
right. I was like, breakneck speed,
We
guys.
are. sampling everything,
Do you
everything.
see why I'm obsessed with this pay-per-view? It's so good. It has
It's so
everything.
beautiful,
Um,
so
uh,
good.
so good. So the match is happening, and at one point, The Rock comes over to Triple H on commentary and like gets in his face and starts yelling at him, and because the Nation and DX have been feuding just profusely,
Mhm.
and Triple H spits in The Rock's face. Uh, the Rock pie faces Triple H. The fight starts on the outside. The back and forth on this match is just absolutely phenomenal. The
Hmm.
growth of Ken Shamrock in the ring is insane.
Hmm.
Because we already know he's like an insane like fighter, like literal fighter, but like to do the storytelling part, I mean, and again, you have a great counterpart in The Rock. The Rock can definitely any like charisma holes are gonna be
Filled.
absolutely filled. Um,
Stuffed.
and the fact that they can both go is just crazy. Obviously, a better match than WrestleMania. The people popped for the people's elbow. Just saying. Did you hear
I
that?
no, I was gonna say I was shocked that because spoiler alert, Ken wins. And I literally said at the beginning of this match, I was like, there is no fucking way they're making Ken Shamrock King of the Ring. And The Rock is already so over. So I was like, I could see them giving it to The Rock. Like, I really did not think that Ken Shamrock was going to
Hmm.
take it. I really
Yeah,
did not
I
because they love The Rock.
yeah, but I think in this instance, Ken benefits from it more.
Yeah, but like, and I think it's also I have bias because I know what The Rock becomes, so I just assume he has this like immediate like meteoric rise to
It
success.
is though,
It
because
is
yeah.
absolutely, but it's like I don't know. I really thought he was going to take it. I could not fathom
Hmm.
it.
So yeah. So Ken Shamrock hits the ankle lock, eventually gets the Rock to tap, and he is our 1998 King of the Ring. This match was
Wow,
like great. I think for it not being like the main event, but also being the namesake of the show, it was good. I think
so
it
good.
was it was a competitive enough match to like warrant it being the end of a tournament. Um and yeah, I thought it was great.
It for
I
sure was.
yeah,
The amount of times like there were covers and like people were really losing it. Like people were really like jumping out of their seats and going like, oh, like for all the swaps between covers.
yeah. The false
So crazy
finishes,
good.
so good.
Yes.
So good.
So beautifully done.
All right, guys. The next one. The next one. The next
I
one.
don't even know how to discuss what occurred.
Yeah. It is the Hell in a Cell match between The Undertaker
I
and
literally just got goosebumps.
Mankind. It's bonkers. I don't I have like sequence of events. I'm just gonna I guess just I'm gonna just say what happened. What you tell me what your immediate thoughts are while this was happening.
Okay.
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 Mick climbs the cage.
And you know what? I had a thought where I was like, there I argued with myself a bit. I was like, are they really going to start up there? Or is it just to get that shot? Because like Mick gets up there and then when the Undertaker comes in, he's down there. And that shot was so epic. So I was like, is he going to come down? Or is like the
Hmm.
Undertaker just, I don't know. But I was like, I feel like they're going to start on top of the ring because they're both fucking crazy.
Taker walks through like double pyro like gunshot cannon
Deaf.
things.
He's
Yeah.
deaf. I was like, he never heard again. They were in his ear. Like the fire was in his ear. Like, I don't, crazy.
Taker climbs the cage.
And I was like, well, yep,
He goes up there with a chair. Mine or
crazy.
sorry, it's Mick Foley brought the chair.
Mm-hmm.
He threw the chair up.
Mm-hmm.
The Undertaker a gets violent swings on Mick with the chair immediately, two of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're walking around the top of the cage, and we have our first like gasp moment
Mm.
when the footing gives. They're walking like across the top, and you see the cage underneath them buckle because they both step into the same like corner.
Pocket. Well,
Ooh.
they're like
scary.
Together, 600 pounds.
Right.
Like, what did
Right.
we think that is like flimsy? Whatever. It's just, I was like, oh my God, why did we not think this might happen?
Right.
Terrifying.
The fighting continues, and then Mick Foley gets thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell through the Spanish announce table, which immediately combusts.
Explodes,
And yeah,
killing everyone in range.
right.
Okay, so the one spoiler I had was that I knew Mick got thrown off the cage.
Hmm.
And but I don't expect that to happen in the first 2 minutes. I literally was like, right now, it's happening right now. It literally, I think Jerry said it happened a minute and like 30
36.
something seconds, like into the,
Right.
yeah, I didn't expect it to happen immediately.
Right.
So then I was like, I was confused because obviously he's dead on the side of the ring. And I'm
Right.
like, I thought
So
that was the end.
everyone thought this was the end.
So I'm like, is this but I was like, but it can't be because people talk about this to me all the time and it can't be just because and like yes, it is because he took this bump, but like it can't be just because he took this
Right.
bump. I was like, there has to be more of this, but I cannot figure out what it is because to me, he died.
Right. And to JR, he died.
He died.
JR on commentary during this is phenomenal. There is a reason why, besides just the spectacle of it, that this gets replayed so often and is in every video package and whatever. JR is losing his mind on commentary. He's calling for help. They really had to like stop things and make sure he was okay. They Terry Funk goes out there who character wise, he breaks that, goes out there to check on his friend, and is like just there tending to Mick Foley's like dead body while EMTs are rushing around trying to figure out if he like broke his shoulder.
I mean, and also I just want to say Terry being the first one out there, yeah,
Who's surprised? Not
clocked.
not me.
Knew that.
Um,
Yeah,
e-
I legit thought he broke the clavicle. Like
mhm. Everybody's out there. Vince is out there. All the officials, like all of the doctors, like
Commissioner Slaughter.
they start raising the cage with the Undertaker still on top of it because they need to be able to get a stretcher through. And in the event that they need to carry Mick Foley out of the arena.
I did for a second think that the way this continued, and this is so dumb, but this is just like my thought process, was that like since they kept making a big deal that Undertaker was still on top of the cage and it was going up, that I thought maybe Kane was gonna drop down
Mm,
and like they were gonna fight or
mm,
something. Like I was like, is this how it continues? Like, is it whatever? Because I was like, why are they making whatever? But that was my one thought process, and then it didn't happen, obviously.
yeah, crazy. So they're basically you can hear like the audio of Terry trying to convince Mick to get on the stretcher. And they get him on like just long enough to get him like halfway up the ramp, and then just he gets up. He gets up out of off of the stretcher, shakes, literally shrugs everybody off, and then goes and climbs back up the cage. Absolute insanity. The
I
Undertaker at this time was climbing down the other side of the cage, sees Mick, and starts climbing back up. Insane. It's insane. Like
I
he fell 16 feet
no,
through a table.
no.
Crazy.
It's insane. And he falls like a sack of bricks. Like he lets his whole weight like drag him down to earth.
Hmm. Right.
It's so insane. And when he got up, I was like, okay,
Hmm.
okay. When he climbed the cage, I was like, I'm pretty sure one of your arms is not working. Like,
Right.
how are you even getting up there? Like, what is happening right now?
Hmm. Right.
And then when Undertaker was just like, sure, I'll keep beating your ass. No
Right.
worries.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Um,
sure. Yeah,
so
no
they
worries.
both end up back on top of the cage. They're beefing, they're fighting.
No.
The Undertaker choke slams Mankind through the cage down into the ring. That not supposed to happen.
This what?
It was no, that was
Wait,
not
what?
that part was not supposed to happen.
He wasn't what?
He was not supposed to fall through the cage into the ring. That was not planned. The cage literally could not support their weight.
The velocity.
Right.
I did
So
not know that.
so
I
what?
thought that was
No,
planned. Like when that one broke, I was like,
no,
"Ooh, they that is loose into."
no, no, babes. It broke. It broke, and he fell, and
Oh my
that's why the
God.
second time he falls through, the officials rush
Run
into the
in.
cage and they're like, what the act? You can see them like so much concern, so much concern. They like run in. They're like, they have to check. They have to basically do this all over again. He shrugs them off again, and they just keep fighting. It's insane. At one point, Terry's like checking on. He's checking on Mick, and he gets choke slammed out of his shoes. Out of
Oh, is
his
that why they were? I didn't even
No,
notice.
his shoes literally fell off. Like you can see the holes in Terry's socks. Like it's
Because you
crazy.
can literally see, like, it literally looked like he was wicked witched. Like he got melted and just like his shoes were still there.
Yeah, so
Wait,
good.
I'm so what?
Yeah. So the throw off the cage was supposed to happen. The fall was not.
No
Um
wonder he fell like that. He fell like a fucking
n-
meteor
you'll
to
see they
Earth.
talk about it, and he Mick is like, thank God like you couldn't like actually like get me up, because if you had, I would have landed on my head. Like I would have over rotated. Like
I
he
cannot wait to watch
Undertaker
that.
more like pushed him than like actually like picked him up and slammed him. Had he picked him up and slammed him, the angle would have just he would have just landed on his neck. Like there's no way like yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I'm literally doing that as soon as we're done here. Like I'm gonna be
Just
like, hey, I love you, bye. And then like,
no 1000% send it to me. I'll watch it. We'll discuss.
okay, great.
We'll discuss next week.
Okay.
Um yeah, so the match continues some way somehow. Um There's ring steps involved. There's a pile driver on the chair
No.
that Mick does to Taker. How? Um, Taker gets busted open, and then Mick goes and pulls out a bag of thumbtacks. Really threw
I
Kelsey for a loop.
was shocked.
Gooped.
Tax. People were clutching their pearls.
Yeah, dude.
People were shook. Tax at WWE.
I know.
Tax have made landfall. Hurricane
No,
Tax, they're here.
no,
Because we've
100%.
never seen them. We have never seen them.
No,
Like
not
in
here.
this timeline.
Hmm.
Never.
Not here. In ECW, yes. Not here.
Oh yeah, but like the reaction from the crowd, even they were like,
Right.
I
Hmm.
literally was so shocked that I thought he was gonna pull a snake out of that bag before I got to Tax. Because I'm more used to seeing Jake the Snake with a snake than I am
Then,
anybody in the WWE right now with Tax.
right. Love it.
I said he brought a python. Sure.
Praise, of course, and of course, Foley's the one to take the back bump into the tax. And did
Like
you notice
twice.
that he didn't like?
Land, so he rolled in them.
Yeah, he didn't like the way he landed, so he rolled into them to just really like play it up.
After he accidentally fell through the cage after going off the cage on purpose.
Right. You know,
Hmm. Just make Foley things. It's
crazy.
an average day for him, really.
Right. He hits the mandible claw.
Ugh.
He gets to land in the tax again. Because he gets choke slammed out of his gourd, just slammed. Oh, I can't even imagine how that felt. Undertaker hits a tombstone. He picks up the victory. Foley hits us with that one little leg to let us know he's alive. But wow.
I cannot imagine watching this in real time. I would be like, I have just seen Mick Foley's last match.
Right.
He died.
Right.
he's paralyzed. And God, thank God he's not. But that's only because I know, like, I felt a little bit less fear only because I know he's alive and well out there right now.
Hmm.
But if I had watched that there,
And the craziest
I would
part
have
of
been
all of it
hysterical.
is he again refuses a stretcher. They load him onto one. They're trying to like get him out of the ring. He like whispers something to like Terry, I think, and he whispers something to the doc, and he's like, I'm not leaving here on that. Like he's just like, I'm not doing it. And you're like, all right. So that crazy motherfucker gets carried essentially to the back, and it's just like yeah, crazy.
Wild.
Crazy.
I don't even know. I literally was like, in the interim between us watching it and then starting recording, I was talking to my roommate Crystal and I was like, it might be a while before I watch this one again.
Mm.
It was
It
stressful.
was jarring.
There were jarring. There were times when I legitimately like forgot I to breathe and I was like
She had to put
like
that shit on manual.
had to put my shit on manual because I was like and like blood I don't mind. Like blood doesn't freak me out as much as like because here's what I said to her. I was like this felt like the same moment that Shawn Michaels broke his back and like
Mm.
we knew that that happened.
Mm.
And the audience at the time doesn't know, but he keeps wrestling and you kind of like just see what it's costing him.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gave me that feeling where it's like, I know he's in pain. I know it's Mick Foley, so he can literally take such a beating, but I was like, oh, I just like can feel what
Yeah.
it's
And
costing him to
fun fact, I
continue.
think during this match also the Undertaker's ankle is broken. So if you catch when he like climbs down like into the cage after throwing Mankind like onto the through the cage, he like lands on it and like hops up and like hops around like because he's a 300-pound man who just landed on his broken ankle. uh
Oh, oh
so yeah, and then he's like trying to shake it off for like the next like couple minutes. Yeah, next time you watch it, take a peek.
Hey, professional wrestlers, we're gonna have a free restorative yoga class for you
No,
guys.
100%. Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna have a free restorative yoga class for you guys on June 12th. I said 7 p.m., but it's actually gonna be more like 7:15. But please take care of your bodies. Come enjoy this free class and just rest
Right.
because I love you
Yeah, no,
and
we love you so much.
please come to this class. Okay, I love you.
All right, and then that takes us into our main event, which is like, how the fuck do you like follow? And it did. It
It
absolutely did.
did.
So this is the WWF Championship match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kane. We get a recap video, which is essentially just the last couple weeks of Raw. How like we got here the number one contendership match between The Undertaker and Kane, the shenanigans of Vince McMahon, the
Mm-hmm.
shenanigans that when Vince and Paul Bearer teamed up to get Stone Cold Steve Austin thrown in a casket. Yeah, just
Hmm.
Kane's
Huge.
voice box, all the
Next
things.
week it will be your blood.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Um,
Um,
he's like bleep blorp, and you're like, right, man, we got it. Um, oh, so I like shorthanded, and like I now have to make sense of it. Sorry,
now you
everybody.
have to longhand it.
Um, so Austin comes in just blind fury. His
Piss and
elbow is
vinegar,
wrapped the fuck up because he's got like a staph infection in
which
his
is so
elbow and
crazy.
has apparently just been like bedridden for like days. But he's here to do this.
No
So
worries.
he hits Kane in the face with a title shot like two times, exposes the steel turnbuckle like immediately. Um, uh, then they finally say that he has a staph infection. We're all like curious, but on commentary they finally mention it. At one point, there somebody Kane and Stone Cold are fighting on the outside, and Kane is like choking Stone Cold, and somebody on the outside is like trying to lower the Hell in a Cell like onto Stone Cold Steve Austin's face, as if there weren't enough like obstacles because he has to try to make a man bleed who is literally head to toe covered in fabric.
Yeah, like what the hell? And this
Right.
is why he's the people's champion. Like this is why he's like everyone loves him because he came out there and didn't showboat at all. He was like, I immediately have to hit him with my title belt twice. I immediately have to take the thing off the turnbuckle.
Hmm.
Like he was like, I have to just get to business because I have to capitalize.
No, absolutely, because
Amen.
it's we've seen Kane just rip everybody apart. So,
Yes.
um, I love that it like for a little bit became Hell in a Cell Part 2. In
Hmm.
case you didn't get enough Hell in a Cell in your first Hell in a Cell, here's a second helping. They end up fighting outside of the Hell in a Cell, like all the way up the like ramp way. They give us like a wide shot of Vince in his little skybox, and we learn that Sable is with him. Blah. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so
Girl, I
sorry.
hate to see it. And she looks miserable.
No, absolutely.
Miserable.
This match is very in the ring, out the ring, like on the side. Like this match
Here,
literally
there, around the square.
absolutely hits every corner of the arena. Ref bump, he gets squished between the railing and Stone Cold Steve Austin when Kane throws Austin into the ref. And that allows for the involvement of Mankind.
Hey,
How?
what?
Why?
What are you doing here?
Like he comes down busted as ever,
Girl.
steel chair in hand, and gets a stunner for his troubles. Poor guy. He
He goes out
tries.
there just to get even more beat up. I
Right.
didn't know he could. I didn't know it was possible. I had no idea. And
The,
meanwhile, we've literally seen him wrestle in a death match with like the exploding things with Terry Funk and the barbed wire rope.
right.
And still,
And still.
I think you could have just stayed in the back. I don't
No.
know.
So then we think Kane is going to take advantage only to get stunned for his troubles. The
Whack.
Undertaker comes out with a chair of his own. It looks like at one point Mick Foley is standing in the middle of the ring. It looks like the Undertaker and Austin are both trying to go for Mick Foley's head. Mick Foley sees it, exhaustion, I don't know, hits the deck, and the Undertaker's chair hits Austin's chair into Austin's face, busting Austin open. Um, Crazy and like busting Austin open. And then the
Rip.
Undertaker picks up a gas can and dumps it all over the ref.
This is where you lost me.
Yeah, confused me.
Confused me.
And then Kane hits Taker with a chair from behind. And then and then so Austin's trying to hit Kane with the chair that has just been knocked out of the Undertaker's hand when the ref comes to, sees Austin is a bloody fucking mess, and has to ring the bell. That is the stipulation. The stipulation is the first guy who's bleeding is the loser. And some way, somehow, it's not like there's rules in a first blood match. Austin is profusely bleeding, so Kane is the victor of the match and wins the WWF Championship for the first time. Congrats.
Congrats. That is crazy. We literally saw his debut.
Right. Wasn't that so fun?
Oh, that is fun.
Hmm.
I don't like it, but that's fun. That's
Yeah.
good. Good for you. Good for
Mhm.
her. Good for
My,
her. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, was it good? Absolutely. It's great. It's beautiful.
mm,
I just, I know it sets up the beef between Stone Cold and Undertaker for real, for real.
hmm.
I just didn't want it to happen this way.
I know, but
But we
all
never do.
no, but all can't be right in Whoville all the time.
I
Actually, it's
know.
frequently not right in
Yeah, Whoville's
Whoville.
actually a fucked up place if you go.
uh,
Um,
but yeah. but yeah,
I don't know
guys.
how to
How are you?
feel.
Yeah, how are you feeling generally about the whole thing?
I mean, great pay-per-view top to bottom. Hell in a Cell took a couple years off my life, and I dare say off the Undertaker and Mick Foley. And but now I am so excited to watch every video that is available to me about the behind the scenes of this Hell in a Cell.
As you should.
Because I know there is a video where the two of them watch it together, and I have dodged it like you would not believe for so long.
Mm,
I'm like,
it's finally time. I
like
cannot wait.
everyone come in here, we have to talk. But I'm so shocked, Kane. And I get it.
Hmm.
They're wheeling and dealing in the background with Vince McMahon. And I know he had something to do with that cage lowering and going up and down and up
Hmm.
and down and down. Like I'm not stupid.
Right.
Not that stupid. But I just can't believe it. And I though am excited to see how if Stone Cold was angry when he was the champion,
Oh my God.
oh my God, he's gonna be so evil. Okay, I can live with that then.
That's fine.
That's fine.
No,
I
absolutely.
hate that Paul Bear wins and gets to be Kris Jenner in this scenario off the Kim K tape, but
Hey, my gosh, guys, this
make
was
the
a
money, I
doozy.
guess.
This was amazing.
Whoa.
Fantastic pay-per-view, top to bottom. Um,
I gotta
thank
take a
you.
nap.
That's where they leave us. We'll catch you
It
on.
ends so abruptly. No aftercare.
No,
None.
no, 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 no.
No.
Um,
I have to go listen to Enya and have a little cry.
no, absolutely. Some housekeeping notes. If you have not listened to the Crit Ringside chats interview that we put out last week, please do.
Please, it
Go
was so
back, say hi,
fun.
follow our dear friend if you haven't. If you want some real honest opinions about indie wrestling, WWE, we really run the gamut.
I
Um,
love when he goes off. I literally like the episode the other day he was talking about the WWE cuts and I was like, my show is on. I was
no.
like, I can't wait. I love when he gets so mad.
No, absolutely. And at the time of this posting, it will be the last like push, the last like 3 or so days for our diaper drive because we are collecting until Mother's Day, which is what, May 10th?
May 10th.
So this is gonna come out on the 7th. So if you haven't, please come visit Dolly Moo at 217.
217 Glenridge Ave in Montclair. Oh my, and we've already gotten some, and seriously, it's like the sweetest thing ever. Thank you guys so much. This is like just genuinely so, so sweet. So thank you. And
Hmm.
yes, it any little bit counts. We will take whatever you got. We are very grateful. 217 Glenridge Ave, diapers, feminine hygiene products, gently used or new baby clothes, and formula. So thank you guys so much.
Period. And Restorative for Wrestlers is happening. We did a plug in the middle, so go back and check that
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And there'll
Uh,
be more to discuss with that soon.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of the New to Wrestling podcast. For Kelsey, I am Xavier. We'll catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.